Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. Thousands of Kurdish people are protesting Turkey's plan to build a security wall along its border with Syria as the fallout of sectarian violence increases in the wake of the country's civil war. Anti-government protests have turned violent in Haiti, with reports of multiple woundings as journalists are reporting multiple cases of gunfire within the streets as people are throwing bricks and stones at both police and protesters from the rooftops of nearby buildings. Over 10,000 protesters have taken part in a service shutdown and widespread demonstrations across Greece this week, while nearby riot police stormed into a separate protest site at the country's closed broadcasting station to evict demonstrators angry at the country's austerity measures. A group of 18 earthquakes that shook near the Cogdell oil field in Texas are now reported to have been caused by the injection of various chemicals and pressurized liquids that are used in the hydraulic fracking process to release oil and shale gas from the earth. The findings, which are published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, details the dangers of fluid injection associated with the hydraulic fracking process, where scientists continue to warn that unidentified fault lines may be injected during the process, possibly triggering large earthquakes at the site or along similar fault lines in the future. As citizens across the U.S. reported multiple sightings of large fireballs in the sky throughout the night and detailing what the community has seen for years, scientists with NASA are confirming the documentation shows a sizable increase in earthbound meteors and meteor strikes that are affecting our planet. Bill Cook, who works with NASA's Meteoroid Environment Office, goes on to note that the meteorite that fell over Russia earlier this year was the largest space rock to make it into our planet in nearly 100 years, but warns that as the number of near-Earth impacts continues to increase, we should expect another large meteorite the size of the Russian impact or even larger in the near future. Officials are reporting that the strongest typhoon in the world this year, and possibly the most powerful to ever hit land, has battered the Philippines' central islands, forcing millions within the country to flee to evacuation shelters. Local island communities have reported 15 to 19-foot waves and deadly storm surges as the typhoon made landfall in their area, while authorities canceled flights, halted services, and are waiting on first responder and law enforcement reports detailing the destruction of the storm. And to wrap things up, officials warn that polio may spread from Syria to Europe. Experts warn that the fuel rods at reactor number 4 in Fukushima may be more damaged than previously thought. Saudi Arabia voiced that it could receive nuclear weapons within a moment's notice from Pakistan. And a 5.7 that struck in the southern region of the Ring of Fire completes today's Quake Watch. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by the Full Spectrum Survival DVD series. Learn the skills needed to prepare for a disaster before it happens, support our production, and become a part of the campaign today.